Hello and welcome once again for the first time this year to Stark or Stank. My name is Aaron and I'm here with Josh.
Wow, I can't believe it's the beginning of 2020. What do you mean it's April? What do you mean? It was like
yeah, we took a
December
little
last
while
week.
off. We took a little bit off. We're back now.
Ugh.
I think we're getting double audio from you. Let me just say stuff. Actually, this might be better if I do this, turn this up and turn this one down, maybe. Say stuff? That's nothing. Okay, all right. We're going to do it the other way. And hopefully that works. Maybe I need both. Maybe I have to turn both off.
Maybe you should just do the show solo and not have audio from me. I'll be here. I'll just hang out.
You're just gonna sit there and watch me read things and rank by myself.
Oh no! I can't trust you with the ranking.
Oh okay. I was gonna say
you can't have that.
Don't give me so much power.
No, you could never. You only control 90% of what happens on this show.
You know what? I got this Thor thing. Friend from work. We know each other. You can't hear it. From work. I got that sound. I got do this all day. Can't hear it.
I'm really glad. I'm really glad you found a soundboard that I can't fucking hear.
That you can't. They can.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's great. I love this.
Oh, I'll get that up.
I just played one, and you won't know what it is unless you go back and watch.
Can I get a hint?
It's a rocket line.
It's a rocket line.
Mm.
Is it Get Some Space Dogs?
Oh no, but I do have that one. It's funny you should mention that because that's the exact line. And you didn't hear it.
God damn it.
No, it was the I'll get that arm. Was the other one I have.
Oh, that's so close.
Yeah.
It's like a scene apart.
They're very it's the same scene. He's come get some and then he gets down on the ground and he asks for the arm.
That's right.
He asks for the gun and then he asks for the arm.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this is a show called Stark or Stank, now a part of Total Rankness, which is
the Total Badness Ranking Cinematic Universe.
Exactly. We have our own cinematic universe now for ranking things.
I guess it's cinematic. There is a visual component to some of this.
Oh, so cinematic. You wouldn't believe the cinematics. Our cinematographers are fantastic.
Working around the clock.
We got the best.
They make us look marginally presentable.
We got that guy that works with Christopher Nolan.
Is this why you can't pay me?
Yeah, that's it. It all goes towards our cinematographers. Yeah, I guess. Anyway, yes. So we now have a show called Total Rankness. Stark or Stank is a part of that, and we will reveal our next rankings at the end of this episode. So stay tuned if you want to know what we'll be ranking next.
Yeah, a little bit of housekeeping. There's going to be a timetable adjustment.
There sure is.
Adjustment.
There will be scheduling adjustment.
So far as we have a fucking schedule.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, this Stark or Stank will be every second week, and the alternating weeks will be this new thing that we're watching.
Yep.
So, that's it. Let's now get to Miss Marvel. Ms. Marvel, what? However you want to say it.
Ms.
Miss.
Miss.
This is a TV show made for the Disney Plus app.
Yep.
You can get it on your phone. You can get it on your TV. You can get it on your fucking
show. It's a streaming show, not a TV show.
Well, yeah. I still don't like that people don't watch it on their TV.
I watched most of this on the rewatch on my TV, but not all of it.
Listen, Josh, not gonna lie, I've lost 17 kilos.
I know.
And
I was gonna say,
sorry,
like I can see it in your face.
Thank you so much. I still look fat, but I'm less fat, and that's the main thing. No, you, nah, you're
Don't do this.
You're
Don't do
looking,
this.
You're looking great.
Thank you. But
My point is actually I've lost 18 kilos, not 17.
Oh, fuck
anyway, my point was I went to the gym last night and I watched the 2 episodes of Miss Marvel at the gym on my phone.
Yeah, you did.
While I was on the treadmill. So I'm not. Yeah, look, I would prefer to watch it on a TV, but yes,
Look,
it
if
is
I'm gonna
available
watch something
everywhere.
For the first time, I'm going to watch it on my TV in the best possible viewing experience. For a rewatch, chuck the iPad up while I grind on fucking Helldivers or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, hell yeah. Now we're talking. Fuck yeah. Anyway, Ms. Marvel, it's a TV, it's a series, it's on streaming, and there's not much trivia about this.
Really?
Yeah, I got a couple of trivia things. There's not a whole lot of like interesting trivia for it, but
I guess, like, I suppose trivia would come with a more, what's the word I'm looking for? More veteran casts and like production teams. Like that's where more interesting trivia would come from.
Yeah, I guess. And also, like, the most interesting thing about Ms. Marvel is this first thing, which is that Ms. Marvel is the first movie or TV series based on a character that is younger than the MCU itself. Kamala Khan / Ms. Marvel made her debut in the comics in 2013 in a Captain Marvel comic and made her debut in the MCU in 2022. Iron Man, of course, was released in 2008. So, yeah. She's younger than the MCU itself.
That's insane. I hate it.
Which means that 2013, so the 11th anniversary of the creation of Ms. Marvel this year.
That's crazy. She's been around for 10 years or 11 years now.
Yeah. The only other trivia I got is that the exterior of the mosque that they go to in this show is actually the fabulous Fox Theatre on Peachtree Street in Atlanta. It's also where Marvel Studios filmed the musical number Save the City from Rogers the Musical.
Hell yeah.
So there you go.
All right.
That is the trivia for Ms. Marvel.
You know what? As far as trivia goes, that's not so bad. That was pretty
That's
good.
fine. Yeah. It was like...
One of them made me feel very old. Thank you.
You're welcome. A lot of the trivia I saw was like, this Indian actress almost had the role. This Indian actress also almost had the role. And it's like, I don't know either of them.
It only counts for trivia if it's relevant to us.
Exactly.
People in the Western world, I guess.
Uh-huh. I don't know. I
don't know nothing.
Didn't know.
I don't know nothing about no one.
It's like if it was like fucking Harrison Ford almost played Ms. Marvel, I'd be like, fuck yeah, I got to talk about that. Right?
I feel like we could fill an entire episode on that.
But like, I don't know.
So grumpy.
They're young Indian ladies that I've never heard of. So
yeah.
Let us... Well, firstly, before we get to the plot, hey, you like this show or not?
I do. It's charming.
It is. It's a fun time. It's
also, pretty quick. It's an easy watch.
6 episodes, and they're like barely 40 minutes because the credits go for like 10 minutes on all these Marvel shows.
I did notice that the credits go super, super long on these.
Yeah, because they do that like actual credits, and then it's like all these different like country credits.
Yep.
So, yeah, this is a fun show. I do have criticisms, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
But overall, it's a fun time, I think.
I think that's fair. I think I agree with that.
Now, this plot synopsis comes from the worst website on the planet.
You guys who we will not name.
Garbage website you shouldn't go to.
You fucks.
And it's also, this is like not a great synopsis. I mean, the synopsis seems fine.
As with every synopsis we've done with the MCU, where there are jumps forward and backward in time that don't necessarily happen in that order, it fucks things around.
It does, yeah. Oh, I know what's going on with the mic. Hang on.
I'm hanging.
Hang on. I know what's going on
Better
here with
believe
the
I'm hanging.
microphone. This needs to be... Wait, what? Default?
No. He thought he had it.
Default? I mean, I do have it, but I can't change it for some reason.
Willem default.
Willem default. That's it.
Fuck you, spider.
Default. Okay, there we go. Say stuff? Well, now I can't hear. Even the guest microphone thing isn't moving now. Oh god. This say stuff? No, nothing. Yeah, I realized that the audio was going through the microphone, which yeah, I don't know, it's weird. Guest monitor and output. Say stuff? Nope. Audio monitoring device. These. Say stuff? Nope. Desktop audio device. These. Now? Nope. I like when I fix things that it breaks things. It's my favorite thing. Hang on. I'm going to hide you. And then I'm going to show you. You there? No. Hang on. I'm going to disconnect you and we'll try to get you back. Okay, here we go. This is all a part of... Oh, he says he can't hear. Shit. Oh, no, that's... Okay. Try this one. We'll see how we go. What will happen? Well, I guess I can check on... Okay, he's joined. Show on stream. Hello?
I'm back.
Hello? There you are! Still getting double audio, but hey, you're back, so...
Yeah, look, these are your options. You either get double me or none of me.
Let me just... I'm just going to double check the actual stream just to make sure that your audio isn't fast. Stream.
You do
Hello?
that. God forbid we have to start all
there you
over
are.
again.
Still getting double audio, but hey, you're back, so...
Yeah, look, these are your options. You either get double me...
You sound great. You sound fantastic.
Perfect.
No,
Love that.
no reason to worry about the thing, even though it's still weird that you're getting to... Anyway. Hey, look! Hey! We're doing a podcast. This is called Stank. It's Miss Marvel. Let's talk about Miss Marvel. This is a synopsis. It's not a great synopsis. It's from a shit website. Don't go there. This plot is all over the place, okay? It doesn't go episode by episode. This is literally jumping around. It starts like episode 5 and then it goes back in time and then it goes forward in time. It's all over the place. But I'm going to read it anyway. Let's just pretend like this is like some sort of Miss Marvel movie they made. And this is how it goes in the fake movie in an alternate universe, if you will. If you could imagine.
Thank God I don't take like chronological notes anymore because this would be a nightmare.
Sure would be. So let us now talk about Ms. Marvel. In 1942, see, this is what I mean. 1942, the show mostly does not take place in 1942. Just letting you know.
Mostly this show takes place in, I want to say 2020 or 2021. 2022.
Didn't see any COVID, so don't know.
Yeah. Well, I guess after the blip would have been post-COVID, right?
Is the blip COVID in the Marvel universe?
You know what? Half of us disappeared from the outside world for a long time there, so you know what?
There you go.
I'll allow it.
In 1942, Aisha, Najma, Salim, and run from the British Army during partition. They find a mysterious bangle and Aisha puts it on. Later, Aisha is running from the British Army when she runs into a village. She meets a man named Hassan and lives with him for many years. The two have a daughter named Sana Ali. One day, Aisha looks outside to find Najma, who reminds her of her purpose to return home, and Aisha pushes her family to leave as partition grows worse. Going to the train out from Pakistan, Aisha sees Najma and goes to her. Meanwhile, a young Ali gets away from her father, but a trail of stars leads her back to him. Aisha is never heard from again.
So none of this is in episode 1.
None of it.
And
Absolutely
all of it is
none
in
of it.
episode 5.
Yes.
But the way that the synopsis reads, it doesn't have any of the context of the previous 4 episodes to inform it.
It's
And so
taking
you're just
it's
seeing it all
taking-
at face value.
Right, it's taking the story that is told earlier in the show before you actually see it in that episode. It's taking the story of like the stars leading her back to her father.
Yeah.
And just mingling that with the actual episode where you see it
I
happen.
also love. We start this synopsis with proper nouns, Aisha, Najma, Salim, Fariha. And it's like, I don't know who any of these people are. Even having watched the show, I can tell you who 2 of them are.
Yeah, I know Aisha and Najma, the others.
The other 2, I was like, which one are you? Are you
No
Fariha?
idea.
I don't know. And also, it doesn't say like what they are, who they are. It says something about her mission, and it's like, well, why'd you put this here?
Yeah.
When we get this information in the show, we know all of this.
Yeah.
This is dumb. This is a dumb way to write a synopsis, and you should feel bad. Whoever wrote this, you should feel bad.
Hope they're in jail.
Yeah, at least.
That'll learn them. Just for writing the article. Now remember, we started in 1942 in this synopsis. Captain Marvel superfan and Aisha's great daughter Kamala Khan meets with Bruno Corelli and Nakia Bahadir at school. Corelli and Kamala think of a plan to ask her strict parents if she could go to New Jersey AvengerCon. Now, I might be wrong here. I don't think the Avengers existed in 1942.
One of them did.
One of them. But he also wasn't an Avenger at the time.
He's the first Avenger.
He is the first Avenger, but like it's not like they.
No, I know. I know where you're getting. This is a poorly written synopsis that doesn't point out the fact that we're in present day now.
Exactly.
Why did they do it like that?
I don't know. Shameful. Khan is then called into her teacher's office. Her teacher tells her how she needs to start thinking about college. Kamala returns home and finds a package from her grandmother, Sana Ali. The package contains a bangle. Later at dinner, Kamala asks her parents about AvengerCon, but they immediately turn her down. Kamala talks in her room with her brother, Amir, who agrees to talk to her parents. After Amir talks with them, they decided that they will let her go. They gave Kamala the good news, but on the condition that she goes with her father, Yusuf, and wears a Hulk costume. This angers Kamala, like the Hulk, which prompts her disappointing father to say that she cannot go after all. This would be
I
a
like
great
your
time
little,
now
your little addition there.
to
I'm always angry.
play my always angry sound. Josh will never hear it.
Great. Just as God intended.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're skipping around a whole lot here. We've just zoomed past this. This is basically the whole episode in this paragraph.
Episode 1 is very, establishing the setting and the characters before having your inciting incident take up. I want to say the last 5-10 minutes of the episode.
It's very short. Yeah.
Yeah, like you get an idea of who Kamala is, what her deal is. Like she's Marvel's first Muslim superhero, I want to say.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah.
I wonder if it was an X-Man who also is Muslim, but I could be wrong. The first high-profile Muslim superhero.
Let's see.
You get her whole deal. She's a Captain Marvel Superman. She's Muslim. She has, Muslim family who are very protective, overprotective even. She's a daydreamer. She's not focused on school. Has no idea what she wants to do. You get that entire rundown. It's great character building. And then in the last 5 minutes of the episode, things happen.
Yeah. Dust is the first.
Dust? I wanted to say stand, and I wasn't far off.
Hey, close. Pretty close. Yes. So
I think her power is that she can turn into sand.
Sure. Why not? I think there may already be a Marvel character that can do that, but yeah, sure, why not? Not a mutant. But here we are. Anyway, let's just talk about the episode itself. Really cool, way they've set up the world and these characters, and really give Kamala personality that's unique to her, and she's like a fan of the Avengers and Captain Marvel.
She's a super fan. She's not only that, she's a content creator.
Yes.
Aspiring content creator.
She has a little animated videos that she makes, and she's cool, and the way
she's cool in the way that she's not cool at all. She's such a dork.
Right? Yeah, no, but they do the animation on the buildings, and they do they build the text messages into the environment and things like that. There's really cool little stylistic touches. In the first 2 episodes that are then quickly forgotten about.
They kick it off with that papercraft reenactment of Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
Which I think is a YouTube video she's making. And it's it's really cool and unique and not something that ever pops up in the MCU and then will never, ever happen again.
Yeah. But anyway, that night, Kamala talks to Corelli about how she felt bad.
Hey, that's a sentence. Corelli. His name's Bruno.
No, he's Corelli.
Does he sound like a fucking monster?
Hey, Corelli. Hey, Kamala. We going to avenge a con or what? Hey, I'm Corelli.
Sounds like cannoli. That's all I got.
Hey, I feel like eating a Corelli right now.
Ugh.
How many Corellis you want? I got all these Corellis for you.
Now you sound like Louis the Fly.
You want a Corelli? Hey.
You sound like you're doing an ad read for Mortine.
I am. Corelli the Fly. Anyway, meanwhile, Corelli gets her Captain Marvel costume ready for the cosplay competition. It tells her that she needs a bit of herself in the costume to make it stand out. Kamala chooses the bangle. Kamala successfully sneaks out of her house, and the two arrive at the AvengerCon. Camp Lehigh, before the cosplay event, Kamala goes to the restroom to get dressed. However, she forgets her gloves that are made to look like Captain Marvel's photon blasts. She decides to put on her bangle instead. Upon what... weren't they just saying that she was going to wear the bangle anyway?
Yes.
Okay. But now she's putting it on instead of the gloves.
Yeah, I don't know. She puts the bangle on and she forgets the gloves in the bathroom. I don't know if it was ever a like conscious decision to choose one over the other.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's weird.
Anyway.
Did you realize this was Camp Lehigh?
No, I didn't. That's this. I just read it like I read it like I knew, but like, no, I had no idea.
Yeah,
that's what that was supposed to be.
That's a weird one.
Why?
Right.
Yeah. Why is it? Why is that?
I mean,
Why
it
is
is
that
in
like that?
Jersey.
It is in Jersey, but like
Everything's legal in Jersey.
Is it a convention center?
No, it's where Captain America trained.
No, but like where? Obviously, back in.
Oh, you mean now? Is it a convention
I'm talking about
center?
now, not in 1942. We're not in 1942
Yeah,
anymore, Josh.
I can't take it anymore. What time is it? What day is it?
I can tell you it's not 1942. I can tell you that.
Okay, well, that's probably best for everyone.
I'm trying to remember. Is it a convention center that they go to at Camp Lehigh?
I don't recall this ever, I don't recall it ever being pointed out that it's at Camp Lehigh in the show. Maybe I wasn't paying enough attention. This seems like something that I would pick up on. But, it looks like a convention center.
It does. There's like a big fucking room and shit.
It's like, yeah, one of those purpose-built fucking convention halls.
What the fuck?
I don't know. What the fuck's going on? There's a giant Ant-Man head.
Yeah. Anyway.
And a giant Mjolnir.
Yeah. She puts the thing on. Upon wearing it, she sees a different world. She brushes this off and gets on stage. During her presentation, she gets blinded by the camera flashes, which sets off a blast of hard light energy from the bangle. The energy hits a giant Mjolnir prop, which sends it flying into Kamala's classmate. Is what they've written.
It does say classmate. I can't confirm that.
Zoe Zimmer. Kamala reaches out and the bangle generates a hard light fist that catches Zimmer. After the commotion, Kamala returns home to see her mother waiting for her. Maniba gives Kamala a talk before leaving. Kamala then sits back in her bed, marveling at her new power. Meanwhile, the United States Department of Damage Control sees the event at AvengerCon. Agent Cleary and Sadie Diva take on the case.
Who doesn't love a good hard light fist?
I can't get enough of them. Big fan. So before this came out, there was the photos from behind this, like secret photos from behind the scenes that people took from set.
Photos, you might say.
You might say that. And apparently it wasn't originally Damage Control in this show. It was NICE, which is a take on ICE, the US.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's maybe that's very on the nose.
Yeah, it would have been, and then when work started on No Way Home, they changed it to Damage Control and used the same guy from that movie. But
it's probably a good choice.
Yes, very good choice to not go through with calling them nice.
What would be nice, in addition to it just being an analog for ICE, is just the fucking dumbest.
It is, yeah.
How'd that get to that point?
I don't know. This is good. It's a good scene here. She gets
some little sequence.
She does powery stuff and saves someone, and there you go.
I got some questions for you. What do you think of the look of the powers, like the effects that they use?
They're fine. I
think it varies from
don't.
use to use, but for the most part, they're probably fine.
It's mostly just like shields or platforms.
Yeah.
She does, and then eventually she gets to use giant fists and legs. But it's like
It's not until those last ones that I look at them and I'm like, that's a bit weird looking, that.
yeah.
But then the other question was, how do you feel about using the hard light structures instead of just Mr. Fantastic stretchy powers?
I mean, I can understand why they wanted to avoid doing that because Fantastic
Because it's
Four
fucking
is
weird and
coming.
creepy? Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, that too. But also Fantastic Four is coming, and
Gotta
are they
diversify
gonna-
your superhero portfolio.
yeah, exactly. So I understand why they would want to give her other abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Can Mr. Fantastic embiggen?
Yes?
I mean, he
wanna
could
say yes.
theoretically.
Yeah, it would just be like
Um,
really, really thin. Like he'd
Yeah.
look big, but he'd be
Yeah.
hollow on the inside. Like me.
Right. Right, yeah, just like you. Yeah.
But then, like, there's some weird stuff that Kamala is able to do in the comics. Like, she has shapeshifted to look like other people before. Which,
Mm,
not to spoil
It's
anything, but that's the
definitely-
thing that people thought, you know, the very last thing that you see in this series was like, oh, is that what we're doing now? With
right.
the person that shows up.
Hmm.
But no.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. I guess I understand why they did it, and you know, if they want to make it hard light, then okay, sure, why not?
It's a weird choice. I think ultimately, yeah, it's fine. It doesn't take away anything really.
Mhm.
And like stretchy powers are always creepy.
They are, yeah.
And also, I imagine would have been harder to animate and make it look good than the hard light
With the
stuff.
TV
Hard light
budget,
stuff
yeah.
is just like, hey, it looks fake because it's like hard light.
Yeah.
It's fucking magic. Whereas big stretchy hands would be like, okay, that looks a bit weird.
Yeah, it always. I'm very interested to see how it
budgets.
looks in the Fantastic Four movie.
I hope
Uh,
creepy. If I don't see Pedro Pascal turn into a giant screwdriver, I want my money back.
Yeah, I want to see that too, please. Just turn into giant anything. Just-
Like a rake.
sure, why not?
I don't know why, but all my Mr. Fantastic transformations that are coming to mind are from the fucking Lego Marvel games.
Yeah, I did realize that when he said screwdriver, I was like, oh yes, like in the
Yeah.
Lego Marvel superheroes that I got a platinum trophy in. Yes, that's the one.
Why?
That's a really
Why
good
would you do
game.
that?
It was an early PS4 game, and what else was it gonna play?
You know what,
Drive
then
Club?
it's
No, it got delayed.
yeah, you played enough of that when it came out.
Yeah, I did. You're right.
I'm not proud of that.
Fuck yeah! Played lots of Drive Club. I've even played it on my Portal. Good times. The following day, Zuma has gained a new following after uploading videos of the new hero. She coins the hero's name as Nightlight.
Oh, it's fucking. Oh, it's terrible. Can we
What's
talk
worse,
about-
Nightlight or Night Monkey?
I was gonna bring this up. What is it with these motherfuckers coming up with fake in-universe superhero names and then just being absolute fucking dog shit every time, without question? Terrible names.
It always better be if they do it again, it needs to
Maybe
be
Night
Night
something.
something always. Nightcrawler.
It's been done.
Not in the MCU, it hasn't.
No. It depends on what we're counting now, I guess.
Oh yeah, I guess if you want to theoretically, I I guess. Alternate universe.
Hey, are we ranking X-Men 97 at some point? Does that count?
No.
Okay. Probably for the best.
I don't think so. Theoretically, it was... Well, I guess the X-Men movies were before the MCU. No, we're not doing it. Corelli tests her DNA and finds out that it is different than human DNA. Later that night, Kamala and Corelli go to Zimmer's party that she's holding after her near-death experience. They meet a new student, Kamran, who Kamala immediately clicks with. They go out on a date the following day. Didn't she meet him at school originally or something? I swear he showed up before the party.
I think he's at school. I'm pretty sure he's at school. Like, the first time you meet Zoe, I'm pretty sure is also the first time you meet Kamran. Or maybe not the first time, but the second time you see Zoe, because you first meet her on stage.
Yeah, the second, yeah. At dinner, Kamala listens to Yusuf tell the story of how Ali followed the stars back to her father. Kamala then has a vision of a woman pointing at her. That's the vision. What a vision! Meanwhile, Zimmer is brought into the Dodic and interrogated by Cleary. Zimmer reveals that Nightlight was Middle Eastern. Cleary sends agents to look at every mosque.
You said Dodic and I thought you had a stroke.
Nope. That's just the abbreviation of the Department of Damage Control.
Yep, no, I got
Dodic.
that after I thought about it for a second, but that's dumb.
Sure is. But what's worse? Nice or Dodic?
Oh, God, I guess nice is worse.
There you go.
Yeah, who the fuck is Bruno? And why is he able to test DNA and find out that it's different from human DNA?
I don't know.
What's Bruno's deal?
He's science guy. He's super smart, and he's gonna go to Caltech or something.
His nan? I mean, yeah, he's super smart.
As we all know, nans don't know anything about anything, and therefore, if you live with a nan, you're stupid.
No, I mean,
you're such a dumbass.
No, I just mean, like, how does he have access to all this stuff? Is his nan loaded?
I mean, probably.
But also,
grandparents.
Kid's smart as fuck. Goddamn. And he made that fucking Captain Marvel suit. Like
Although we know
DIY one.
We know she's not loaded because he's worried that he can't afford to go to that thing.
Yeah. So what the fuck? Where's he getting all his fucking DNA testing? What did he fucking send away to one of those ancestry.com?
I was gonna say he sent it to 23andMe.
Damn it.
Waited.
Could you imagine the Marvel Cinematic Universe version of 23andMe? Find out if you're an ancient Asgardian.
Right. It'd be super funny if he was like, look, I'm going to take it, I'm going to test it, I'll let you know how it goes. And he goes home and he sends it to 23andMe and he like sees her at school the next day and she's like, did you do the thing? He's like, it's going to take a little bit of time. I needs to rest for like 2 to 3 weeks. So
yeah.
I'll let you know.
10 business days. God damn it. This is also, I want to say, around this is the episode where she's doing like the training montage, right? And figuring out the ins and outs of her powers.
Yeah.
That's cute. We love a training montage.
Do love a training montage.
Like, slide around and step on it and things. It's fun, inventive uses of Hardline. Like it.
That's good. Yes, I will say. I mean, we haven't got to them yet. The fight scenes in this show, super like TV fight scenes, and it's a bummer. But it is good. At least we got like some really good fight scenes in the Marvels, which she got to do some cool shit with the powers in that show. And in this show, it's true. Like in this show, it's very much like here's a shield and here's a platform, and then I'm gonna shield myself again.
Yeah.
Well, sure, but like I'm just saying, like The fight scenes in this show, lots of
Little
overs.
something to be desired.
Lots of over two shots. Lots of just, we're going to film it from over this guy's shoulder, and then we're going to film it from over this guy's shoulder.
Right.
And then we'll just cut back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. There is a lot of that.
Yeah. Anyway, during Eid Mubarak, that's how I pronounce it. I don't know, man, how you pronounce things, but
I would just say Eid, but yeah, sure, Eid Mubarak.
Hey, they put the full thing there. I have to read it.
It's true.
If it's on the thing, I have to read it.
It was misspelled.
Exactly. A kid is taking selfies on a window ledge when he falls out of it, hanging by a curtain. Kamala quickly puts on her Captain Marvel costume and walks on her hard light until she is under the boy to catch him. She instructs the boy Hamid to step on the structure with her. As they walk to the edge, Kamala gets another vision, causing her to lose focus. Hamid falls, but she catches him right before he hits the ground. Kamala then worriedly runs into the alley where she's attacked by Stark Industries combat drones. She runs away from them, but a car shows up. Kamran tells her to get in. She thanks him, but is confused. He introduces Kamala to his mother, Najma. Who's that? Who could that be?
It is a shame, I think, that the synopsis is leaving out a lot of the B plot stuff, which isn't like super important stuff, but all the mosque, what's the word I'm looking for? Election stuff.
Yeah.
Like, all that stuff. It's nice. It's good to have there. I think it fills out the episodes nicely. But I guess it's not important to the main.
She's mostly
story.
Left out of this whole synopsis, actually. Yeah. I think they mentioned her earlier on. And then
but to be fair, outside of the mosque stuff, she doesn't show up again later until, I want to say, episode 5 to be part of the main Ms. Marvel plot.
It's true. But yeah, lots of the cultural stuff in this series is really good. Like showing the women in the mosque and like how they're in a separate section and how their section's shittier than the men's section and
and also stuff about Pakistan and partition. I didn't know
all the partition stuff. Yeah,
this.
No, neither did I. So
it's on some degree a learning experience. It's one of those tangential learning experiences where you hear about something and you're like, oh, wonder what that is, and then you go and learn about it on your own time.
Yeah. It's really good. It's like, yeah.
I think it's handled quite respectfully and well done. I feel like people praise it for that, but it's not really. I'm not Muslim. You're not Muslim. It's hard for us to say whether it is or not.
Could be.
Just an inkling. I feel like I've seen you eat bacon.
No.
I also know that you enjoy alcohol.
I would never. God damn it! Well, now I can't be Muslim. It's all your fault.
I mean, I'm sure if you don't do it again, I'll take you.
No,
I don't know how any of it works.
I'm good. I'm not religious at all.
No.
So I don't really.
That's my third.
I don't really need
it. Point.
I'm good, thanks. I like bacon too much.
Hell yeah.
Obviously. They bring Kamala to safety and explain to her that they are part of the clandestines, a group that included a few others and her great-grandmother. Najma also explains that Kamala is not human, but of the same species as them. The clandestines have been trying to get back to their homeworld, the newer dimension, but when Kamala returns home, Maniba tells her that Corelli left a gift. Kamala opens it and finds an eye mask. Meanwhile, Corelli does more research and finds out that traveling back to the newer dimension could be dangerous. However, Khan tells Kamran she will help them despite the cautions. They didn't mention the word jinn here.
No, they didn't. I guess
just the same species.
I guess it's because like they just use the word jinn interchangeably for clandestines or other. I feel like they list out a few different words that they use.
I suppose.
Yeah, it's a clandestines, interdimensional beings. I feel like this clandestine stuff isn't fleshed out super well in this show.
No, I mean, like a lot of villains in the MCU, especially in the TV shows, they're just kind of there to be in the way.
Yeah. The weird thing with the clandestines is that, like, I feel like they only get to be villains for a couple of episodes, and then they're mostly not there.
Yeah. Then they're gone.
Which is even weirder.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Damage Control is the real villain.
Yeah.
Fucking
And even then, come on.
Yeah, they're just kind of
Damage
jerks.
Control. Yeah, they're just kind of jerks, exactly. Yeah, there's really no, like, they could have been a huge villain. Yeah, exactly. It's like they're there and they're annoying, and now they're gone, and now these people are here and they're also annoying, but now they're gone. So
I guess, like, in true teenage, coming of age fashion, the real villain is God Life's Hard.
I thought you were going to say, I thought you were just going to stop at God. The real villain is God.
I mean, ultimately,
it's true. It's true. I would have agreed. Later, Kamala. He does know. Later, Kamala attends her brother's wedding and has a lot of fun.
It does look like a lot of fun. That does seem accurate.
Suddenly, Najma and the clandestines arrive, saying that they've waited long enough. Kamran tries to warn Kamala.
Like a day.
But yeah, exactly. It's been fucking half an hour, bro. Calm down.
Guys, you just brought me home last night.
I literally walked here from your place to get to this wedding. It's been like 5 minutes. So you're just down the road. Calm down. Cameron tries to warn Kamala, but he's too late. Kamala is chased into the kitchen where she pulls the fire alarm so that people leave. She then blocks their attacks. Salim goes to punch Kamala, but Corelli gets in their way, injuring himself. Kamran gets Kamala and Corelli out, but is thrown off a balcony. As the two get cornered, Najma touches the bangle, which leads them both to see a vision of a Karachi train coming at them. The Dodak arrives and arrests the clandestines, including Kamran, but Corelli and Kamala escape with the help of Bahadir, who feels betrayed that Kamala didn't tell her about her powers. Yeah, this is the first time there's been a real fight scene, and you get a lot of those overs, and it's kind of a bummer. But I must say, the music in this show is fucking rad.
Yeah.
The score, like, not just the score, but like the licensed music.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really fucking good.
We've got Bon Jovi.
That's some trivia I found out. I wasn't in the trivia, but I did find out. What's Riz Ahmed? The movie, the actor apparently makes music, and he has songs in this show.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that's cool. I like that guy. And apparently he was something in the trivia I did read, but I couldn't corroborate. I couldn't find out any more information about it. So I don't know if it's actually true. But apparently Riz Ahmed wanted to get a Ms. Marvel movie made at some point.
Huh.
That was in the trivia on IMDb, but I couldn't find any other information about that. So
you know what? I'm glad you've put that disclaimer there, because it's interesting, but also good to know you couldn't find literally any source on that.
Exactly. Zero sources.
While thinking back on the wedding sequence, I'm reminded that one of the aunties in the group, the one who's like really gossipy. I mean, they're all a bit gossipy, but the one that they always focus on, I think her name is Ruby in the show, is played by Anjali Bhimani. She's the voice actress for Symmetra in Overwatch.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, among other things.
I like Overwatch.
I liked Overwatch at some point.
Remember that couple of months we played Overwatch? That was
Yeah,
good.
it's like that's
Good
how I am
times.
with most multiplayer games.
Yeah. I used to be until the ones came out that I liked.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened.
And now I
there.
can't stop playing them.
Oh god! Every time I go on Discord, the finals.
Aaron's
Again.
playing the finals.
Wonder what Aaron's playing. Oh,
It's probably the finals.
Fortnite. That's new.
Yeah, that didn't last long. That's the finals.
How to get those ninja shuttles?
I can tell you right now, I'm
Please do.
at 99 hours on the Steam version of the finals.
That's longer than I played Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and that game is fucking ludicrously big.
You may notice that I said the Steam version.
Oh god damn it.
And I have about 60 hours on the PS5 version.
One day you're gonna invite me to one of these podcast links, and I'm going to turn it into an intervention on you. You're not gonna realize until it's happening.
It's not my fault the finals is good.
We're gonna
Okay?
turn your intervention into content.
Like a Dragon, what's it called? The Infinite Wealth? Too long. Can't play that game.
But
too
I'll
long.
spend over 150 hours on the finals across two platforms.
You could just pop in, play like 20-minute match, and
Can
you're
you?
out. Yeah,
Can you? Are you out?
You're
Are
done.
you ever really out?
sometimes. Sometimes I gotta go work. Sometimes I'm like, I'll play a match
You're
before
like
I go to
at
work.
and you're just thinking about the finals the whole time.
Sometimes. Anyway, this is a show about Ms. Marvel. Yeah, she had lots of fun at the wedding. We remember
We
that.
all did.
What a good time. It did look like a really good wedding, I gotta
That
say.
dance sequence looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
One
Kamala
of the
returns.
kids is wearing the Hulk costume.
Yep. I like the Hulk.
He's wearing the dad's Hulk costume from earlier.
I'm always
I
angry.
don't know where he got it. Stop playing soundboard stuff. I can't hear it.
You'll have to know what that was. You'll have to
Damn it.
listen later.
Hulk thing.
Kamala, it is a Hulk thing, yeah. I only have one Hulk thing, so
Oh, that's my secret.
I'm always angry, yeah.
Not Hulk hates stairs.
No, but I should get that. Kamala returns home and calls her grandmother regarding the bangle. Ali told her that she saw the train too and Kamala needs to come to Karachi right away. Kamala and Maniba then hop on a plane after Kamala insists that they go. Upon arriving, she finally sees her grandmother after many years and also meets her cousins. After talking for a bit, Kamala goes out into the city where she finds a vigilante who attacks her. The two engage in a fight until the man notices the bangle and asks if she is clandestine. He then brings her to his residence to ask more questions. He introduces himself as Kareem the Red Dagger, which is a title passed down through many warriors, including his mentor Waleed. Waleed explains to Kamala the newer dimension and its dangers, as well as teaching Kamala how to control her power. Meanwhile, the clandestines escape Damage Control's custody, and Najma leaves Kamran, who she thinks betrayed her.
I feel like walking up to someone and asking them if they're clandestine, it kind of negates the purpose and like vibe of the title,
Mhm.
right?
Right. I think so.
I can't just tell you that I'm clandestine. We gotta do something. We gotta like have a code word or something. Sit down on a park bench in the park. You put your briefcase down and you say the code phrase, and I say and then we'll figure it out.
Is it still 1942?
Also, yeah, probably in this scenario.
Because if it's
yes.
modern day, you can just have like a QR code on your arm.
Oh shit! I do need
Scan it.
too.
There you go.
Man, they go to Karachi real fast.
Yeah, it's the end of that episode, and then the beginning of the next episode, they're on the plane.
And like Kamala's grounded for pulling the fire alarm at the wedding, and they're just like, "Kid wants to go to Karachi. I guess we'll go."
I guess I'll go see my mum. I mean, I did run away like a long time ago, but sure.
The turnaround is so fast. The call happens at the end of that episode. And then next episode, we're on our way. And at no point is it clear on, like, I guess at some point they say that the grandmother wanted them to come and visit and it was urgent.
Right.
So I guess she smoothed things out. And when Nana says that, you gotta go.
Sure.
It's so weird. And also, they've poorly booked their flights because there's just some rando sitting between Kamala and her mum.
Yeah, it's a last minute flight. You take what you can get. So
you know what? That's fair.
They're in a rush. They really got to get over there. Yeah, they really just skip through a lot of this. She gets there. She meets her cousins.
We got to move.
Well, she doesn't meet. Apparently, she's met him before. But she sees her cousins, and they're like, "Hey, let's go on a tour." And they don't know shit about India because they're like looking at their phone. She's like reading the phone. She's like, "If you look over to your left, you'll see this thing." And then she's like, "Oh, no, that's it over there."
They're kids.
But you would think, I don't know,
if I asked you to take me on a tour of Sydney,
yeah,
could you show me anything interesting without looking at your phone?
I mean, yeah. I would have to...
Historically and culturally?
Sure. That's the opera house. That's where they do opera.
Yeah, he's technically right.
See that? That's a bridge. Cars go over it. You can also walk over it. And sometimes people walk over, like, on top of it.
Shit, he's good.
I know my shit. I can tell you anything. That used to be called Centerpoint Tower, and now it's called something else. What is it called now?
Is it still AMP Tower?
Oh, that's what it is. Who knows? That tower used to be called Centerpoint Tower. It's featured in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie from 1995.
Hang on. What the fuck is Centerpoint Tower called?
What?
It's just called Sydney Tower now.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's dumb. At least in Auckland, our version's called the Sky Tower.
Oh, yeah, that's way better.
It is.
Because in the sky.
Yeah. It's a tower. Fucking simple.
Simple, but also cool.
Yep.
Ali and her daughter Maniba talk. That's the end of a sentence.
Dialogue.
After a conversation, Maniba is able to make up with her mother and in turn makes up with Kamala and understands her more. The next day, Waleed, Kareem, and Kamala are attacked by the clandestines. Waleed throws a dagger at Salim, killing him. In retaliation, Najma kills Waleed. The two heroes run until they are cornered. Red Dagger kills Adam.
That can't be right. That can't be it. There can't be a question mark after that.
Look, as someone who has a double A at the beginning of his name, it can happen. But
you
like,
fucked up, Adam.
But is that like legitimately a name? Double A Adam?
I think it's more legitimate than Aaron, honestly.
That's fair. During a short battle, he dies during a short battle. Najma tries to stab Adam's dead. Najma tries to stab Kamala, but hits the Bengal, which sets off an energy burst that transports Kamala to 1947. You know, as magical Bengals are known to do.
Yeah, this episode really fucking goes all over the place, and it goes everywhere real fast.
Yeah.
This episode and then the next episode.
Mm-hmm. So I really like the next episode. I like. It's just nice. It's just a nice episode. You know, it's just they meet and then they have a baby and then the baby gets lost and then Kamala helps the. Yeah, it's not, especially as a parent. And I'm in the fucking, I'm in the gym on the treadmill watching this episode, and I'm like,
heart rate's already up. Yeah, that kid looks very sad.
Oh, what did you do to that kid to make him cry? Just punch the kid in the
You
face and then
legitimately
walked
just
off.
like put them in a. They just like dumped them in a crowd and then fucked off. And the kid's legitimately calling for their mother.
Yeah, I guess.
Traumatize that child for life.
But hey, good footage. Great scene.
Yeah, no, really realistic. This synopsis glosses over the mending of a bunch of generational trauma, which is very sweet.
Mhm.
But I guess it doesn't matter because plot.
I guess.
Fuck you, healing. We're here for juicy plot details.
That's it.
and
Yeah,
time
no.
traveling.
It's a nice break away from everything else.
It's weird that it happens in the middle of a fight and then we come back in the fight still.
Mm-hmm.
That was a bit jarring. But like the bit in between where we go back in time, that's nice.
Yeah, it's good.
So anyway, all that stuff that Aaron read at the start. This
Remember
is
the
when that
first
happens now.
paragraph? That's this episode.
But with the added context of everyone is a clandestine and the bangle is magic.
Yes. And now we're like towards the end of the episode, and Kamala's here now. She looks around and finds Aisha, who she sees getting stabbed by Najma. Kamala tries to help Aisha, but sees it's too late. Aisha gives Kamala a picture of her family. She then sees a young and lost Ali. Kamala sets off a trail of hard light to lead her back to her father. Kamala stands in awe, and she realizes that she was the person who saved Ali. She then travels back to the present and sees that Najma has opened up the rift to the newer dimension. Fariha touches the rift, but gets disintegrated into a skeleton. Fucking hilarious shot.
Yeah!
This look. Touches it.
You can do it.
The skin falls off. It's just a skeleton, and then the skeleton disintegrates.
It's such a clean skeleton too. It's just that's just bone. There's nothing there. I mean,
why all
what
didn't
do I
disintegrate
know?
at once? I don't know.
Clandestine biology. Fuck you, they're just skin and skeleton.
Super funny.
There's nothing inside those bones.
Nope.
Organs, no muscle,
No.
skin and bone.
Skin and bone. That's all you need. All this other stuff, ugh, you don't need it. Skin,
It's all
bone,
filler.
that's it.
Waste of space, honestly.
Uh-huh.
That skeleton is so good. I love that they've got a screenshot of the skeleton there.
Yeah.
She like crystallizes.
So
and
funny.
then the crystals fall away, and then it's bone underneath, and it's
Yeah.
wow. That was jarring to come back from.
Very, very funny.
Jump forward 60 years at a time.
Seeing how
70
dangerous
years even.
it is, Najma realizes that she could close it, but at a cost. She calls out to Kamran before touching the rift, which kills her but closes it. Why does her touching it close it? But the first
think
person
because
just disintegrates and doesn't close
Because
it.
she touched it with the intent of closing it, she must have touched it in a specific
Oh,
way.
you've got to mean it.
No, well, I mean, she wasn't. The first one wasn't necessarily trying to close it, was she?
No, she was, but I'm just saying, like,
I don't know. Maybe there was a way in which she touched.
just gotta
I don't
wish really
fucking know.
hard.
It's magic, man. It's fucking magic. Get off my dick.
all right, I'm off it. I'm fine. God, all you had to do was ask. Close it. In America, Kamran hears Najma's whisper, which sets off a power inside of him. He stands there and creates a hard light fist. Ali and Maniba find Kamala and realize that she is a hero. Kamala gives Ali the picture before departing. Red Dagger gives Kamala his red cloth. Wow.
Oh, cute.
Amazing. What did they eat on the beach?
What?
What did they eat on the beach? Kamala and Red Skull, what's his name?
Red Dagger?
Red Dagger. Kamala and Red Dagger, they're on the beach and they eat something. And she's like, is it spicy? And he's like, just fucking eat it. And she's like, oh, yeah, it's good.
Oh god, I don't remember. I remember it was in a bag.
It was in a bag. She's never had it in a bag before.
Yeah, that I remember that
Whatever it
specifically.
is. But anyway, I want to try whatever it is. I want a bag of dust or whatever it is.
I'll try most foods, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I do like food. Kamran visits Corelli for help. Suddenly, a Dodic drone shoots at Kamran. He throws hard light energy at it before it explodes the building. Corelli and Kamran escape, but Kamran cannot contain the energy surging within him. Kamala returns home and hears that Circle Q exploded. She calls Corelli, but did it mention that it had exploded here earlier? Gives commands.
I don't know. I was busy looking up what that
Okay, yeah. Earlier in the 2 sentences ago, they mentioned
it was a mixed rice dish called biryani.
Okay, is it spicy?
It can be.
Okay,
anything can be spicy if you put your mind to it.
I like rice and spices and spicy, so
You like spice and rice.
I do like spice and rice, so I must try it, whatever it is. She calls Corelli, but to no response. Maniba gives Kamala a suit that she made. The two fugitives go to a mosque where Abdullah gives them clothes to blend in before sending them on their way. They meet with Kamala at the school. Bahadi, Army, and Zimmer arrive as well to help. As Dodic agents...
Wait. We're going to gloss over the fact that he gives them clothes to blend in. It's a couple of baseball caps.
Yes. The classic MCU thing of baseball caps. Right, I'd forgotten that was a thing. Yeah, yes.
I love that the synopsis is just like, no, I give him disguises. It's fine. Like, shut up.
The classic MCU disguise. Good stuff. Yeah. I forgot that was a thing.
Fuck,
very
the
good.
synopsis sucks ass.
As Dodic agents move in, the group sets off non-lethal attacks and traps. We've skipped over the part where they're doing this whole setup thing. They're like going over the plan.
Yeah,
they're talking
doing the Home
about
Alone plan.
Yeah, they're doing the Home Alone thing. And they're like, oh, we're just going to hit him with
dancing with a
softballs.
skeleton.
Right. It's going to hit him with softballs. They're like, no, that's just a distraction. And then it turns out it wasn't really much of a distraction anyway, but that's not the point.
Could you imagine if they're like setting all this up, they've got the skeleton there with a knife.
Yeah.
And Kamala's looking at the skeleton like, Cameron, this reminds me of your mum, and just like lets it sit there.
I should probably tell you, this is what your mum looked like when I saw her last. Just letting you know. I was just reminded me.
Thought, it just slips out. Just like, oops.
This looks like your mum. Anyway. Anyway, just gloss over that.
Skeleton out of the corner, right? Najma? What? No.
She's back. The group sets off. Cleary calls Diva and tells her to take their men out because it is bad for publicity. But Diva doesn't listen and calls for more troops. The group gets themselves captured in order for Kamala and Kamran to escape. Kamran goes outside where he is shot at by agents. Kamala runs in and blocks two attacks. Not blocks two attacks. Blocks two attacks.
Yeah, no,
that's a sentence for sure.
It's a bad sentence, sure.
But Kamran is injured. She sees him and says, "Embiggen." Does she say "Embiggen"?
She does say "Embiggen."
What the fuck?
Which is a weird thing because embiggening isn't her power.
I haven't seen her watch one Simpsons episode, okay? It makes no sense.
She absolutely would be the kind of nerd to do that, though.
Of course, but like, you know, have a scene where she's watching the episode where they say "Embiggen" in The Simpsons.
But like,
yeah,
with reference to the comics, that's like the word. That's the power. She embiggins.
I know.
It's not really her power here. Like she kind of
she does embiggen, but like
kind of.
Yeah.
In the sense that if I put on like platform shoes, I also embiggen.
But does she just go embiggen and then she gets, or is it part of like a sentence that she says?
She doesn't. I don't think she has to say anything to do it. I think she just says it because she's a fucking dweeb.
No, I mean in the show, in the moment, in this episode, does she?
Both of these things. She's a fucking dweeb.
Okay, I missed that. I missed that last night.
He definitely said embiggen because I remember being like in the moment, like it's not really embiggening. Weird to say that, but all right.
It is for this Kamala. She says embiggen, which allows her powers to form hard light around her legs and arms, making them seem stretchy and big. Makes them seem stretchy and big.
I mean, the constructs are.
Yeah.
She is not.
No.
Presumably.
No. Kamran cannot hold his power much longer and sets off a big wave of energy. Kamala puts them into a hard light sphere to protect everyone. She then tells him what happened to his mother. Remember that skeleton back in there?
Yeah, boy, do I have some bad news for you.
She then tells him what happened to his mother, which calms Kamran down. Oh, my mum's dead? Oh, fuck, finally. Jesus Christ.
Like, it's weird because like earlier in the setup of this Home Alone plan, she mentions it to Bruno, and Bruno's like, yeah, don't tell him this until after you get him out.
Yeah.
And the thing that like causes him to freak out is that she knows someone at the harbor. He's gonna get out of the city, and he's like, "It's a red dagger, isn't it?" And that causes him to freak out. And then finding out that his mum's already dead is the thing that calms him down. What?
He's like,
what?
Yeah, because he's freaking. He's like, "Where's my mum? Where is she?" And then and it's like she's dead. Oh, thank fuck. Oh, now I can calm down.
Well,
It's great.
At least I know her.
Yeah. Diva gets a call from an angry Cleary. Oh, hang on.
No, this seems right.
Calms down. Kamala then tells him to get to the harbor while she buys time. Diva gets a call from an angry Cleary who orders her to remove her agents and fires her.
I do like that he fires her and then expects her to clear the agents out, even though she's technically not in command anymore.
Right.
Like, you get back here and then
could just walk away, yeah. But no.
Yeah, no, if that were me, I'd be like, all right, fuck you and your job.
All right.
Just piss off.
Bye. I mean, I was doing a pretty great job, I thought. I was doing the thing that
she's told specifically to pull back, and then she doesn't even pull like a, you're breaking up, kind of like bullshit phone thing. She just like hangs up and then she's like, no, do the thing.
In the following days, Kamala has a talk with Yusuf, who tells her that Kamal means Marvel. Kamala is in shock to hear that her name is like Carol Danvers'. Yusuf tells her Carol freaking Danvers. Yusuf tells her that she always was his little Miss Marvel. Meanwhile, Kamran arrives in Pakistan and meets Kareem. A week later, Corelli tells Kamala that he ran tests on her DNA again. Finally got those 23andMe results and found out that she has mutations.
Weirdly, when I opened the letter, it had this music play.
You get the little sting in there, that little bit of a...
When it happened, I popped super hard. I forgot it actually happened. I was like, that's the thing! It's like the one musical sting you can play and I will always freak out.
Yeah. But she like immediately shrugs it off. It's like, whatever, it'll just be another label or whatever she says. Yeah. That's good.
But you know what? As a minority that cops a lot of shit, that's a fair approach.
That's good, yeah. Kamala returns home, but suddenly feels a wave of power. She then is sent flying through her door, seemingly teleporting. Carol Danvers then comes out of her closet, having switched places with Kamala. She looks around before leaving the house confused.
Looks around to see like a shitload of posters.
Yeah. Drawings of her, all sorts of things.
That's quite the way to end that show.
It is, yeah. I'm wondering if when did that did they was the Marvels already shooting when this show was out, and then they like added that from the movie, or did they take that part from the show and put it in the movie?
That's a good question.
We'll never know.
I don't recall. We might be able to figure this out when we watch the movie again. I don't recall Brie looking particularly different between that shot and the rest of the movie.
Oh, that's absolutely in the movie. That is absolutely in the movie, but I don't know if it was shot for the movie and put in the end here, or if it was shot for the show and then put in the movie.
Right. Either way, it would have been shot roughly around the same time, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
it's
there is a big thing. It would have to be shot for the movie, surely.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
It's pretty major.
I mean, it literally says Ms. Marvel will appear in the Marvels, so the movie had been announced, at least.
There is like a bit of the Marvels that happens before that scene, right? Like, that's not the very first thing that happens in that. Is it?
Oh, in the movie?
Yeah.
No. It happens in the movie, like toward. It's like at the beginning of the end of the first act.
Yeah. So
it's not the beginning of the movie.
I imagine it was filmed for the movie and then added to the show. I don't fucking know.
But I will say,
I think
the effects in the scene at the end of this show are different though, because they do there's like this weird like
a little thread tangly
that thing, which I'm pretty sure is not in the movie.
I think it's more of a quantum hard light sort of deal in the movie, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Which I kind of like the threadly little noodly things.
Yeah, it reminds me of something, but I don't know what.
Quantum entanglement. I don't know.
I guess. Anyway, that's Ms. Marvel, the televisual program created for streaming on the Disney Plus service by the Disney Corporation, starring people. I like it. It's a fun time. Again, it loses a little bit of its cool identity after the first two episodes. But that could also be because the first two episodes are directed by different people. So, the first two episodes were directed by oh god, now I have to look it up. Ms. Marvel directors. Who directed the first two episodes? Well, this is just great. This is great podcasting.
Long stretches of silence. I probably should be filling.
Everyone loves long silence. Adil El Arbi and Bilal Falal, who are they directed Bad Boys for Life, the third Bad Boys movie.
You mean Bad Boys 3 Life?
Bad Boys 3 Life, yes, exactly. They directed the first two episodes, I believe, and then the rest of the episodes were directed by other people, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And those guys were hired to make something else that I can't remember.
Great.
But they're definitely making other things.
I mean, same.
Now to part of the show where we talk about what we liked and we didn't like. This is called the Starks and the Stanks.
I do actually remember what happened last time. You listed the ranking for the movie, which meant I did the Starks and Stanks first, which means your Starks and Stanks first this time.
Great. My first Stark is the first two episodes have a great sense of style that lend the show its own personality, and then it's fucking lost later. But that's great that I love the big first two episodes. They're great.
Yeah. Yeah, those little visual flares are really nice. It's unique, adds a lot of personality. Be a shame if they went somewhere and never came back.
That's
My first
right.
Stark.
They made that fucking Batgirl movie that never came out.
What Batgirl movie? Fuck you.
Exactly.
My first Stark is that I love Iman Vellani as Kamala Khan. She's super charming. She's super likable. And I feel like with a character like Kamala Khan, you really need to thread the needle because she could be really fucking annoying. But she's not.
Right. No.
She's not. She's super charming and really lovable, and she's great.
Yeah. Even we'll talk about the Marvels another time, but a lot of people were like, who didn't like that movie, were like, Kamala's great.
Didn't she get an award for that recently?
I don't know. Maybe. She deserves it. She's
got
great.
a thing for Best Actress in a Superhero Film specifically.
From who? The Superhero Awards?
Yeah.
My second Stark is that the music is fucking rad. And those are my two Starks right there.
That's absolutely
what
fair.
did Iman Vellani get an award for? Who from? Who could it be?
Maybe it was a Critics' Choice Award. I don't know.
Critics' Choice. Great.
Anyway,
congratulations.
I agree with that. The music is really good. As we said earlier, the licensed stuff is good. The original stuff is great.
Yeah.
Good stuff all around. My second Stark, the smaller scale of the setting and drama is refreshing. It's not like save the world shit for the most part.
Right,
It's very much teenage coming of age stuff. And with the exception of a quick trip to Karachi, it's almost all in Jersey, and you get to spend a lot of time with this tight knit community of recurring characters. And I think that also allows for a lot of the culture to seep in, which is nice.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I do like that it didn't really fall into the MCU like big bad at the end CG fest, really. Like you get like the
there
hard light things. It's not like
not a super battle. This is trying to save a friend from ice.
Exactly. No, there's no kaijus. It's just some light. But what if? What if? Apparently. I heard a rumor.
Did you?
What's his name? Is it Jeffrey Wright? Is that the guy who does the voice for for the Watcher? That he supposedly will be appearing at some point in a live action movie as the Watcher. I don't know which one.
Old Commissioner Gordon from that one Batman movie.
Yes, that is him.
The one where they can't speak Spanish.
They don't know the difference between what is it? I can't even know.
Rasa?
Yes, I don't know.
Like rat? They can't figure out rat in Spanish?
Something like that. My first... Oh, wait, we heard your second Stark. My first Stank is episode 3 onward loses the style and made the first two so unique, and it becomes much more like a TV show, especially in the fight scenes, which are a bummer. Big old bummer.
Yeah. So your first Stark? I saved that bit for here so I could be like, there's some neat visual flair from the first episodes, and feels underutilized after episode 3. I think it comes back a little bit in 5.
There's the like
chalkboard animations.
The chalkboard animations, and also in episode 4, is it? When they were on the plane, and you do see like the text messages on the window of the plane. That's like, those are like, exactly.
So yeah, my first Stank is very much along those lines.
Yeah. I think I already said my second Stank. The fight scenes are quite bad. They're very like TV show, like the bare minimum. Again, it's like we'll just we're gonna film this way, and then we're gonna film this way, and then we'll cut it together later.
Yeah, there's not a lot of flash there. It's very utilitarian. We're doing this. It's done. Let's move on. Yeah, I agree. My second stank is it feels like it could have used an episode or two more. Like, as much as I think on rewatch 6 episodes is great because it didn't take an entire fucking week for me to get through.
Right.
There's enough characters around Kamala to help sort of shore up any empty space with B-plot requirements.
Mm-hmm.
And it would stop plot elements like the clandestines from feeling rushed or underdeveloped, and like you wouldn't have episode 4 and 5 where you go Karashi, then back in time, back to back, and then back again, and it feels like, what the fuck are we doing here? Why are we? Wow, it's a fucking real whirlwind of events in that last 2-3 episodes.
Yeah, episode 4 and 5 they do really rush through a lot of stuff. Yeah, I can agree with that.
Look, if you got 6 episodes, you do what you can, and I get that. But maybe one more would have been great.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It's but also 6 episodes. It's good. I like 6 episodes.
Made it easy.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is not the preferred viewing experience. I have to stress that this ranking thing. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do what we're doing. That's what this exists for. So you don't have to do it.
Yeah, it's the Brian David Gilbert Unraveled. I read all the books in Skyrim, so you don't have to.
That's exactly right. Exactly right.
How dare you jettison our gift.
And now comes the part of the show where we take this show and we put it in with the other movies and shows in a place where we think it belongs. It's like a ranking.
It's like a ranking.
You might say.
It is a ranking.
You could call it that if you wanted to. Where do you want to put this?
Where do I want to put this? Well, we got 38 things in here. Is that right? Will this be the 38?
With Ms. Marvel, be 38.
Okay, so it's better than Iron Man 2.
Yep, I can agree with that. Yes.
Is it better than? I think it's got to be at least above Thor: Love and Thunder.
I can agree with that.
At the very, very least.
Yep.
So I'm gonna just.
How high are we going?
How high are we going? That's a good question. I had forgotten that ranking this was a part of the show. I suppose the pertinent question is it better than Iron Man? And maybe?
Yes, I would put it above Iron Man.
You would?
Look, it has to be above Eternals.
Does it?
To me, it does.
You know what? That's fair. I don't have enough fighting me for Eternals. I think Eternals is great, but I also think Ms. Marvel's really good.
I would say Ms. Marvel is better than the Eternals.
Shame about those fight scenes. Eternals got that over it.
It does, yeah. Eternals fight scenes really good. Yeah, it does, yeah.
I don't think it's over Loki or WandaVision.
No.
I think WandaVision and Loki both have so much visual style as shows, and their stories are really well put together, interesting. I think that's a good 3 combo right in the middle here. Is it right in the middle? That is pretty
much, yeah. It's 17, 18, 19, Loki, WandaVision, Ms. Marvel. That's I think that's a good place for it.
A really good spot for all 3 of those.
Yeah.
Which puts that at 11. I know you actually just said it, but I can't remember what you said.
Ms. Marvel is 19th.
19.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, there we go. That was an easy one.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as it was above Eternals.
See, the really easy ones are the ones where I have no strong opinion on how high they get.
Right.
I just need them to be above certain things.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
I'm happy
yeah.
with that. I'm still stoked that we got Werewolf by Night in the top 10.
You know, I looked at that before and I was like, how the fuck? But it happened on this very show, and you can go back and you can find out.
I will watch Werewolf by Night again right now. Don't make me. I'll do it.
You can go back and find out how that happened. There you go. So, you want me to read the list?
Would you like me to read the list? Because you've done a lot of reading.
Okay, that'd be great if you did that.
Alrighty. Our list, as it stands right now: number 1, Captain America: The Winter Soldier; number 2, Thor: Ragnarok; number 3, Avengers: Endgame; number 4, Iron Man 3; number 5, Guardians of the Galaxy; number 6, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness; number 7, Avengers: Infinity War; number 8, Captain America: Civil War; number 9, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings; number 10, Werewolf by Night; and then Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Moon Knight, The Avengers, Black Panther, Hawkeye, Captain America: The First Avenger, Loki, WandaVision, our new number 19, Ms. Marvel, Eternals, Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man: Homecoming, What If Season 1, Iron Man, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Spider-Man: Far From Home, Spider-Man: No Way Home, Black Widow, Thor: Love and Thunder, Thor, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel, Avengers: Age of Ultron, The Incredible Hulk, Thor: The Dark World, and Iron Man 2.
At the end where it belongs.
I didn't fuck up any of those. I'm actually quite
Good
proud.
job. Good job. It's a long list of movies.
It really is. That's so many. I can't believe we spent so many hours watching these and then talking about them.
38 episodes of talking about these movies.
Yeah, we're back, baby. But not necessarily doing this again next week. What are we doing
Exactly.
next?
Not only are we back, we are also...
We have more.
We have more. Next week, we will not be talking about the MCU. No. We'll be talking about something much more high quality and amazing and incredible and just so beautiful. Just it'll be faster. It'll be more furious. It's going to be...
I was really hoping you would say Furiouser, and then I would start watching Mad Max.
We should do that too. But we're going to be alternating. So next week we will be watching and talking about the first Fast and Furious, and then the Fast and the Furious, if you want to say the full title. And then the week after that, we will talk about She-Hulk.
Yeah,
will be the next MCU thing, and then the week after that, Too Fast, Too Furious, and so on and so forth. We'll be alternating between MCU and the Fastiverse. I don't know what the fuck you want to call it.
Fast and Furious. We'll workshop something.
The FFCU.
No, that's for Final Fantasy Advent Children.
Oh, sorry. Forgot.
When in this ranking do we watch that?
What are we ranking it against?
The other FF movies, Fast and Furious.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Every movie that has an FF in there.
But then we have to watch Shadow. What's it called? What Warriors Within? What's the fucking Final Fantasy movie called?
Isn't it Advent Children?
No, that's the Final Fantasy VII movie. Fucking Final Fantasy movie.
Isn't Kingsglaive one?
Spirits Within.
Great.
Which I saw
you to hell with me.
Saw in a movie theater in the year 2001.
What is wrong with you? Jesus Christ.
Look, it was 2001. CG movies didn't look like that. You know? I wanted to see that movie as big
Just
as
wait for the next Pixar movie.
no. Fucking what, Toy Story 2, whatever it was. I don't fucking.
Surely at that point it would have been Monsters Inc. Look at the fur, man.
Still,
It's really good fur.
You telling me the people in Final Fantasy Spirits Within don't look better than Boo?
I'm gonna have to look up Spirits Within. Yes, this is what I'm telling you.
You got to think of the time, okay?
I'm thinking of which one has held up better over time.
Well, yes. Look, the one with an actual art style, yes. Obviously, art style holds up better than realism. We know this from video games.
Depends on how well it's done.
I mean, look, they should have just made an actual Final Fantasy movie instead of this weird fucking sci-fi.
So, at what point in the FF rankings are we doing that?
Dunno.
Do I have to play all the Final Fantasies?
Yes.
I sure hope not.
We watch the Fast and Furious, and then we play Final Fantasy.
I've played this bluff too hard. I've fucked myself.
Just make sure you watch Too Fast, Too Furious, and do not play Final Fantasy 2.
I can't promise anything.
Watch Fast 5 and then play Final Fantasy 6.
If you're sitting at home or wherever you're listening to this and thinking, I don't care about Fast and Furious, then She-Hulk in 2 weeks. But you should care about Fast and Furious because I've never watched them.
Yes, you've never watched it. Where we possibly may have someone else join us. There may be 3 people here.
Less dead air.
Exactly. So there may be 3 of us talking about Fast and Furious next week, and I've seen all of them. By the
time we hit the end of the Fast and Furious movies, we should just add another person for each movie, and then we'll have a proper family.
Sure, yeah, there we go. I love these movies. They're so fucking dumb. Okay, they're so stupid. They're some of the dumbest movies, but they're so good. Okay,
some of the words you sent me today in reference to Fast and the Furious have me intrigued and terrified, like ejectocito.
Which may be the title of the show. I don't know. We're still workshopping titles for the actual Fast and Furious show.
I can't wait until you deliver me a title that is an in-joke to something I won't understand for fucking 6 episodes.
Well, if it's Ejectocito, you only have to wait till the second movie. Ejectocito is in Too Fast, Too Furious.
Well, thank God. I'm pretty sure I saw that one as a young child, Josh.
Okay. You didn't have a different name then?
Child Josh.
Child Josh. Oh, okay. You were just called Child Josh then, and then as you got older...
Old Josh.
Are you adult Josh now, or are you just old Josh now? Old Josh now. Oh, yeah, like old Snake.
Yeah. I too am dying from viruses.
Time to crawl through that microwave.
Damn clone genes. They're too tight.
The worst.
Give me the flawed recessive genes. That's why I'm so fat.
You're not, though. Stop.
Okay, I'll stop if you stop.
I'm still fat. That's the problem.
Shut up.
Well, I'm getting there.
You are.
I'm going to be so skinny by December. Oh, it's going to be great.
What about November?
Maybe November. I just want to be December because I'm going all the rides on the Gold Coast in December. So
okay, that's a good reason. Fuck
I
my
want to
wedding.
be
Don't worry about
super skinny. Well, no, it's your wedding and then Gold Coast.
Okay,
it's a month apart.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I can do it.
We're done here.
Thank you so much for everyone for watching and listening. We'll see you again next week for the Fast and the Furious. I'm so excited.